Good afternoon from East Cape. We are just leaving Storms River, which was an amazing time and an awesome start to our garden route adventure. And now we're headed to our next destination, Plettenberg. But the main attraction of this whole route is all the little stops you make along the way. So before we get to Plet, we're gonna make a few of those stops that make this place really special. And our first stop is at one of the most famous bridges in South Africa, home to one of the highest commercial bungee jumps. We're not actually jumping, but we're gonna go see it. Brandon, how do you feel about bungee jumping?
I mean, I feel great watching it, so it's gonna be fun. They also have a cafe here, so hopefully we can get a coffee while we continue on a road trip. I'm ready to see some people scream. We're still trying to build up the courage to actually go bungee jumping, but we recommended it a few times, but today's not the day.
We're waiting around for someone to jump, but this bridge is so tall and you can't even see the bottom from where we're standing, but you can see the ocean way back here. So what a beautiful view. We talked to someone who did it and she said it was amazing. I wonder how, we'll see how long we wait to see if someone actually jumps. So we asked one of the people that were working if anyone was jumping, and they said no one's jumping for the rest of the afternoon, except there's a film crew that might be jumping. So we didn't get to see anyone do the jump, but it was really cool to see the bridge and how big it is and how deep the valley is. And maybe one day we'll come back and we'll jump. But for now, we're on to our next stop. This is a cool drive. You're in the forest, windy roads. We saw the ocean at one point. Now we're in a forest. It's gonna pop us out into a little village. Whoa, those waves are crashing in.
You're just having a good old time, and I love that.
Yeah, so we made it to our next pit stop, which is in Nature's Valley, not the granola bar. And it's a small little town, but it has a bunch of coastline. And right now, I think we're at like a lagoon area that connects with the ocean. It's so sandy.
It's honestly such a vibe being on the beach with our coffees and just hearing like the crashing water, and it's always just, I haven't got over how blue the waves are still. They're just crashing, there's a bunch of them. And look at this coastline behind me. And it's actually got like kind of warm wind right now. Just gonna enjoy a little walk on the beach.
This town is so cute and little. It's basically like two main streets. I don't even know if they have a restaurant here, but they have a lot of like little B&Bs that you can stay in, little guest house. Seems really calm.
It's funny you say town, and I don't think we've shown anything from a town or seen much of it. Mostly just looks like nature.
Accurate. It does just look like nature, doesn't it? So we made it to the west side of Nature's Valley, and we are gonna go to a lookout point to get a better view of the city. Right now you walk on the beach for a little bit and it's just so gorgeous everywhere. Everywhere you look, it's like a little postcard or a movie scene. I love it here.
So we just started on the actual part of the Lookout Point trail, and there wasn't much on All Trails or Google that we could find. And here's where I messed up. So I basically chose to wear sandals because my head was thinking, oh, we're gonna be on the beach. But we got off the beach, now we're in a wooded area. Kind of wish I had my running shoes because these sandals for a long period of time aren't the most comfortable. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of steps at least. And we got a glimpse of the Lookout Point already. And yeah, we're gonna be going up some stairs probably. So we'll see how this goes. And we found some natural stairs too.
What?
Well, these aren't natural, they just look natural.
They're like semi-natural.
Yeah.
Can confirm, a lot of stairs, no water, but we're out here living our best life.
So we're walking and walking. We passed, I would say, a small viewing area. It was just like grass. You could see some houses and some oceans. Like, obviously that's like not gonna be the lookout, right? So I kept walking and walking and walking. And then we're getting further away from the ocean. And it seems like we're not going near lookout anymore. So obviously we look at Google, and what we saw earlier that we passed is definitely the lookout point. So I gotta backtrack a little bit. But you can't blame us. It just looks like a dugout where someone just like walks over and just peeks and like turns around and goes hiking. But apparently this is the viewpoint.
This is the lookout point. You see how one could have passed it thinking, oh, that couldn't be the viewpoint, but it is. And the view is beautiful. It just isn't like clearly marked that this is the viewpoint.
There's not even a sign or anything.
I know.
Or we're in the wrong spot. If you're from here, let us know.
It's pretty. We can squeeze in. All right, now we gotta turn so they can see the view. It is gorgeous because you get the crashing waves, this giant forest. It just like pops out right by the beach, mountains in the background. We still have this like misty, cloudy vibe going on, so it is a great viewpoint.
And the town is exactly how it looked on the ground. Can't really, they all just look like they're hidden in a forest. You can only see like 2 streets from up here, and then it's just houses.
Yeah.
And beach and coastal and mountains. It's honestly a vibe up here.
It is a vibe. And it only takes 10 minutes to get to this point from the beach. I did look at my watch when we got here. I was like, oh, this is 10 minutes away. And then we kept going. I was like, oh, it was only 10 minutes.
But now we're gonna head back down because our accommodation host is waiting for our arrival, and we're gonna be on time today. I can feel it.
We were not at the official lookout. There was a little turnout point, and there is an official lookout that has like a guardrail and everything. So we're gonna take a quick peek at this one.
We did see a platform.
Oopsies.
We led ourselves astray. This is the official viewpoint. It actually feels like a viewpoint with the fence, unobstructed view. It's similar to like what we already saw in Sway. Slightly different angle, but still really pretty.
Love you.
Me too. Put it on a postcard. Nature's Valley.
Nature's Valley. Oh, we should have brought granola bars with us.
Why?
Because it's Nature's Valley.
We made the quick walk back, and the only other stop we aren't going to be able to do is go to the winery, and that's because we want to get back to like where we're staying, which is a 40-minute drive. So we'll see you there for a quick tour, and then we're going to figure out dinner somewhere by the time we get there. Sounds like a pretty solid game plan.
Fun fact, this town only has one restaurant. So if you're just coming here to explore, you don't really need too long unless you want to spend extra time at the beach, but it's a great little stop on this little garden route. Welcome to our new home for 2 days in Plettenberg Bay. We have a lovely sitting area that leads right into our kitchen. The main event here though is the washing machine, so we can do some clothes because
This is my last clean outfit that I have on. And clean is questionable.
And then you'll follow me. We have a lovely bathroom, shower, toilet, and then our bed.
So our game plan is to put a load of laundry in, shower or get cleaned up, and then find food, whatever form that looks. We don't know yet. Still planning. So we'll see y'all at dinner. Grocery haul is done. We may or may not have gotten a little carried away. So we tried finding some places to eat. We had decision fatigue. There's so many restaurants. We didn't know what to get, and so we just went to Checkers because we also needed lunch supplies. So for dinner, we're having pizza, sushi, and salad. But here's how everything looks that we got. And we also got lunch for tomorrow. So we're gonna heat up everything, eat, and we'll see you at a highly recommended place that we're gonna go to tomorrow. And a bunch of people have said to us, are we gonna do this when we told them we were coming here? So yes, we are. Tomorrow's the day.
Is that why it's highly recommended?
Yes. But anywho, we're gonna eat and prepare for an early day. So we'll see y'all later.
Good morning from Plettenberg Bay. We have officially made it to one of the most popular hikes in South Africa in Robberg Nature Reserve. And to get here, there is an entrance fee, but your wild card will cover it if you remember to say you have a wild card. We accidentally paid the fee even though we have the wild card, but it was only 130 Rand, so it's not a terrible entrance fee. And in the parking lot, there's a little cafe where you can get some cappuccinos and coffee for your hike or when you're done. But this trail is a 5-mile loop trail that takes you around the peninsula, and you get beautiful views of Plettenberg Bay and the other side that I don't know the name of. So we are going to enjoy this hike, take our time, and take in all the beauty.
The scenery on this hike has been 11 out of 10. It's kind of refreshing and there's a cool breeze. Yeah, it's not actually so cool. Are those seals? Whoa. Yo, that's incredible. We also learned that there's, well, actually this isn't really that good, but we learned that there was recently rabies found in seals, which I have a lot of questions, but yeah, they said to keep your distance for safety.
I'll just swim together. I think there's a better view too, so let's keep going.
The trail itself isn't too bad. There's a lot of sand, which I was kind of surprised about, but I guess it makes sense. And we just sort of hit some stairs that are looking pretty natural, but it's taking us up and up to, I believe, the second stop, which is the seal point. We sort of like passed the gap. Pretty sure that was one of them. Kind of just kept going.
From up here, you get a really good top-down view of the little seals. You can see their bodies. The water's so clear. And you're just like on top of this peninsula. We're so high up.
It's fun watching them move around. They actually roll because the water is that clear.
Yeah. There's a lot of them too. They were talking to each other. My eyes are closed because it's really bright out here.
You can put your sunglasses on.
I can't see them.
Oh.
Does anyone else have that problem where they put their sunglasses on and they feel like they can't really see for real? And then you take them off to see it like 100%.
That's why I typically don't wear sunglasses.
We just heard them talking to each other.
It's kind of fun that we've just been hiking and it's almost like a terrain change. I'm pretty sure we're going to the opposite side. Could be wrong. I don't have the map on me. But it kind of looks like we're in a forest right now. Couldn't even tell like we're this high up along the coast.
Found an even better spot to see all the seals. We even have a spot where they're like on the rocks sunbathing. Some of them are playing, they're screaming at each other, and you can smell them too.
Don't whip it in.
Yummy. After reading that infographic poster, I learned that Cape fur seals are the only seals that breed in South Africa, and they can dive up to 400 meters and swim in the ocean for days before coming back on land. That's wild.
I learned how they count the population of the seals. It's usually done in December when they can see all the black pups that aren't able to swim yet. They count them up, and since they know the adult population, they just do some quick math and know the new population.
How do they count them though?
I don't know, do you know?
The aerial view?
Oh yeah, the aerial view.
And then they tag some.
Ah, right.
It's hat time, baby. Most of this trail's really exposed, and we've been burnt a few times on this trip, so time for some sun protection. Gnarly. Nagging.
Also part of the reason I'm in long sleeves. I've been getting really bad sun rashes lately, like on the crease on my arms. So I have sunscreen on and long sleeves because it's not fun itching a lot.
How can you not run down a sand dune, you know?
I prefer no sand on my socks. Oh boy. I I hate getting sand in my shoes, so I'm not gonna run down. And that's definitely affected the pace of this hike because it's pretty sandy and I have running shoes on.
Funny story, I knew that there was going to be sand on the trail. I checked all trails and I was reading the comments, and there's this person that left a 2-star review, and she said the trail smells terrible like dead seal and it's sandy, so her shoes got sandy. Or he, I don't know, but then they gave it a 2-star. I think that's hilarious. I'm loving it though. I would give it a 5-star. There's a lot of up and downs. You just go with like the flow of the Peninsula Mountain. I don't know if this is a mountain, but you just go with the flow of it. You get beautiful views. So many seals everywhere. Yeah, I'd give it 5. All trails, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna put a 5-star here. First snack of the day, baked chickpeas, barbecue flavored. We got burned by the corn nuts too many times, so chickpeas, it's your time to shine. Pop them all in.
Crunchy.
That's nice. Salty, barbecuey, crunchy. Nice little hiking snack. They do make my mouth a little dry.
Yeah, they were good. Is this the end of the trail? Well, midway of the trail?
You know, don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, there's the lighthouse.
Oh wow, it is stinky.
I know. I think we're almost to the point. I would say maybe like 3 minutes. We'll be there.
We're almost at the viewpoint, but this is incredible. Just like on this little peninsula, basically 360 views of the ocean. We can see a lot of currents and just like the way it's hitting the rocks and crashing. I don't know how to describe this feeling, but it's sick.
So pretty. I say that everywhere, but this is really nice. We're just high above it all. And then we're gonna get really close, I think. I like this height.
And there's a bench for lunch. Are we gonna do lunch now or late?
What do you think?
I don't know. Let's go check it out.
Let's go check it out. We decided not to eat lunch yet because it's only 10:30, but we made our way down the cliff and the sea breeze has picked up. We can hear the crashing waves. I just love the ocean and how powerful it is, man. It is crazy. Can't get over it. So we've been going up and down and over rocks, and I think one thing I love about this area is the contrast between these rocks. They have like an orange film on them, and then the bright blue water and the grass. It's just so aesthetically pleasing.
So we're trying to get there to this beach, and I thought we would just, oh, wrong way. I thought we would just go like on this coast over there, but no, the trail goes up. So we're gonna pop a squat here and eat lunch and then continue on to the beach because we're hungry and we use a lot of energy. I forgot to mention, we just brought sandwiches and chips and an apple. That was our lunch.
10 out of 10 picnic spot. How fun. There's an overnight shack that you can rent out and have a sleepover here.
That would not be a bad view.
And you could be here when like no one else is around.
True.
Because the park closes and then it's just you.
We made it to the beach in the distance, and we learned that there was a lot of up and downs on this rocky coastal area. But we ultimately decided we're just gonna hike back and possibly go to a bakery or go to a new beach. Part of the reason is because you'd get wet and have to do like this sandy, really sandy hike back, and I don't feel like dealing with that. And we want to check out more of the city and other beach, so it's kind of like a win-win. On our way back to the car, and then we'll be on to our next stop.
The last part was super sandy and I have to do a sand dump on my shoes.
Wow.
It felt like my shoe size got smaller because there's so much sand in there. And it all went straight to the toes.
Are you gonna do the other one too?
Oh, that's much better. Finished the hike, and now we're gonna treat ourselves to a little treat.
Nice.
We picked Raw Bakery. It's an artisanal bakery with lots of delicious looking things. We got milk tart, which is a traditional South African dessert, and a custard slice, and we're gonna down them. So this milk tart combines a nice crust with a creamy inside and cinnamon on top. That's good. It's like not too sweet. The crunchy bottom, the creamy inside, delectable. I don't know if I would say it's my favorite treat because I'm a sweet tooth. It seems to be a little sweeter for me.
How American of you.
I just like sweets, but it is pretty good.
We also got a custard slice, which wasn't my first choice I was gonna get, but a bunch of people in front of us kept ordering it and it was like running out. That's a good sign, so that was more than enough for me to just go for it. It's thick, it's creamy. That's a mouthful of deliciousness. You're right, it's not really too sweet, but nice. So while we're on our way to the beach, we're gonna stop at the Airbnb that we're staying at to grab some more water and like change everything. And then we got here and we're like, should we just stay in? So that's gonna be the new plan. And that was the biggest thing we wanted to do while we were in Plet. So we're actually gonna end here. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoy some of the stunning views. And we're just excited to continue more on the garden route. But those are gonna be some other videos. So follow along if you feel like it. And we'll see y'all maybe in the next one. Bye.